expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
What's good? You already know what it is. It's the Evening Rush. Each and every Wednesday, 7 to 8, Dawn and Rainbow.
Ooh, yeah, you got that right. I like it.
I'm chilling today, man. I'm having a good time. I got my brother in the building. Shout out to my brother, Distinguished God.
Appreciate y'all for having me this evening.
Yo, we about to have a party right about now. We got a lot to talk about, a lot going on. You already know. Rainbow, how was your week?
Tiring. I didn't work every day forever. That's how I feel. Like I feel like
you don't sound like you be having any good moments during the week, which is bad. I know you had something exciting happen this weekend.
No. Something exciting? I live a boring ass life. If anybody thinks that I'm out here living it up, all I do is work and stay home. It's all right though. You know why? Because it's about to be over. Because I'm not about to have a job soon. Woo! I can't wait, baby. Baby, I can't wait.
Distinguished, how was your week, man?
My week so far has been good. You know, it was Wednesday. Today I had to stop my fellow coworker from getting fired today. That was wild.
Wow.
That was wild.
Why were they about to get fired?
So I work at a hotel. I'm not gonna say where I work at, but I work in one of the top hotels in New York City, and I work for obviously one of the largest hotel brands. You guys could probably check.
Can I get a discount?
Figure out what brand that is. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, y'all definitely gonna get the discount. Discount $89 a night. I could give that's the best deal in town. I got you. $89 a night.
Okay.
So long story short, a homeless person walked in a hotel. He was being a little disruptive, and another fellow coworker was trying to tell him, "Hey, listen, if you need something, ask. Don't just take." Got a little rowdy. I walked right in front of him. Don't know why I did that. I said, "Listen, you can't be in here." And he still was doing what he's doing. Then another coworker stepped in. He a bit more rowdy than me, and he took what he had that he was taking and threw it in the garbage. And the homeless dude got mad and slapped everything off the table, the coffee, sugar, everything. And my coworker almost decked him. I had to jump right in front of him. I almost got decked, and I said, "Don't do this. If you do this, you're gonna get fired. It's over." Yeah. But other than that, my week has been great. You know what I mean? I wanted to save an announcement specifically for this show, but friggin' the promoters at SOBs done messed it up. So everybody already know I'm one of the headlines at SOBs Major Stage Presents Distinguished God April 3rd. So yeah, that's gonna be going down. So that's one of the news that I got like a
few days ago.
We need some horns or something.
I'm gonna get some.
Claps and just bombs. I need some horns.
Yeah, I gotta work.
You need the clarinet. You need the clarinet and the French horns. That's what you need.
I need the. I need that horn.
That's what I'm saying. French horns. Yeah, the French horns.
I'm working on it. I
need it to be like Blue's Clues.
The board is gonna be.
She said Blue's Clues.
So my week was very exciting. I had a great week.
How you feeling?
First of all, I'm feeling amazing. The damn stint is out. Body feels back on 100. I feel like I'm about to take over the world again. First thing I do is go to the Vera experience last Friday at IX's Radio with Diamond V, and I think we had an amazing time.
I saw that.
Amazing time. Shout out to .V and Traylon and Wax. Yeah, we had a great time there. And then you would think, okay, you go home, it's over. Nope, not over. Had to go back out Saturday morning, finish up Naquasia's video for Love With You, which will be out in 2 weeks. Hopefully, shout out to Shot by Patch and his brother. Took some amazing pictures of Naquasia, and and of course of myself. So
hey, Vet.
Definitely be out soon. What's going on, Vet? I see you on the check-in.
Well, I wasn't invited. I could. What day was this?
That was Saturday morning.
Oh, what I'm talking about. I told you I've been working since Monday of last week. So I couldn't have came. It
Jeez.
didn't matter what damn day it was. I couldn't have came.
So then Saturday night, I got to spend some one-on-one time with Cam. Me and him went to go see Jurassic World, which was dope. Great experience for kids. Definitely take your kids to see it if they love Jurassic World. By far, hands down.
So why was
Cam
the only one that went?
Well, it was for him because he is infatuated with Jurassic World. He has all the dinosaurs, all that. I think I spend enough money on dinosaurs. I should have some stake in Jurassic World somehow, some way.
Probably should.
But we went to the new UBS. I think I'm saying it right. UBS Arena.
You are. Yeah, you are.
In Belmont. Yo, first and foremost, that place is magnificent.
Let me tell you something. It'd be traffic. It'd be back. They'd be having a damn cross island backed up like a motherfucker.
Yo, but listen, I'm happy that stadium is there. It's definitely a dope stadium. Y'all definitely got to visit that. I definitely want the Equation to knock that down one day. Definitely. It's a definitely dope spot. I that was my first time there, and I was like, wow.
I haven't been there yet, but it looks like it's a nice stadium. I mean, I don't. Definitely. You know, it used to be my favorite racetrack.
Yeah.
I used to love to go to Belmont.
Yeah, so definitely I love what they did with the spot. Definitely amazing. Then you still think it is over, right?
No,
not at all. Sunday, I got to relax for like 10-20 minutes.
No, that's good.
Before I'm just back at work. As far as, trying to book. I didn't know that you can book stuff on Sunday. So yeah, the Equation will be having a performance.
I'm about to say why you didn't know. The world don't shut down.
I was about to say Sundays be more lit than days during the week.
Let me tell you something. That used to be a thing. That is a thing of the past. Sundays is the day. Sundays is brunch day.
Yo.
You reading my mind, Rainbow. Sunday be and brunches be turned up. Day parties be turned. It be feeling like it's during the week.
Everybody be drunk as a skunk at brunch.
At like 2:00 in the afternoon.
I'm at work usually on Sunday, so I don't know. I didn't know.
You got to figure it out. You got to get you a Sunday off.
No, but look, you have to think. Do it be turned up on Sunday at your job?
It'd be crazy.
Exactly.
But
people be outside. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
it don't matter no matter where you work.
So all I gotta say is Brooklyn, we will be seeing the Equation against real soon on a performance. So definitely make sure y'all check that out. That's definitely, the move right now. I booked some stuff on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So other than that, Monday went back to work, and listen, I'm back here. Let's make it happening.
Wait, Monday you went back to work, and how was work?
Damn.
Yeah, fuck that job. Love that job, but fuck that job.
Damn.
I'm at that point, man. Like, you know what it is? I get it now. When talking to Chris from Chris and Nina, like, yo, I'm basically running a full-time business.
Yeah.
And now that I'm running a full-time business, having to work like regular 9 to 5,
it's hard. It's like
hard.
Yeah.
Because the phone is still consistently going off, and it's like I gotta focus on what I'm doing
at that time.
Like a lot. Yeah. So it's a lot.
You might need an assistant, dog. You might need that, dog.
Yeah.
You gonna pay me? How much you gonna pay me?
Ooh.
How much you gonna pay me?
No, I got an assistant. Good one. She's handling business right now. I love it.
Yo, you saw her face.
We booking. I'm telling, like, we are really booking right now. I'm looking for sponsors for a big situation that's coming up. I ain't even gonna talk about it right now. But
let me know. Let me know if it makes sense. Maybe we can get this network on board. You know what I mean?
Yeah, listen, bro. It makes everything we do makes sense nowadays. That's the beautiful part about it.
I heard you.
Because it makes dollars. It makes sense.
You know we did business. You know we did business once upon a time, Don, and the business worked out. The business worked out. Me and you got money.
What I tell you, we gonna have fun today.
Me and you got money that time. Everybody was happy.
Yeah. So I just got.
I didn't get no money. I wasn't happy. No, I'm joking.
Yo, let's shout out our sponsors real quick, man. Shout out to the gallery each and every Tuesday at
Tuesday.
CaribbeanPowerJams.com. I just said Tuesday with my
You
boy
was stuttering. I was trying to help you
Benjamin,
out, bro.
aka Batman Benny. He's been going through some things, so that's why we haven't had any mixes with him. So, you know what I mean? I'm definitely sending prayers and condolences to, you know, the situations he's dealing with. But he will be back. Don't get it twisted. He will be back. Shout out to Industry 21 Mag. Shout out to my boy Dame, man. He's right now rocking with a whole Young Money clique and everybody over there. Shout out to Envious Creations, who's definitely got me in Equasia, and now DJ Don Duru looking good in these streets with our jackets. Shout out to Martine Felton. You already know. I'm getting ready to do a sip and paint with DJ Don Duru soon coming up, so I will make sure that is straight. Rainbow, take over real quick. I'll be right back.
There go that phone ringing.
I don't know what I was supposed to take over.
The last person, Party Life Lounge.
Party Life Lounge. Yeah, 20. Is it 31 Truxton Avenue, Brooklyn, New York? Or Truxton Street. I don't know if it's Avenue or Street, y'all. Don't get me to lying. It's Truxton.
I ain't never heard of that street in my life.
It's. Let me tell you something. It's like this big.
About that guy.
Truxton is like this big. It's literally one block. You drive off.
It's all Fulton in
East New York.
Oh,
literally.
Okay.
It's like this. The block is like this big.
I think I know that block. Okay, I think I know that block. Be dropping by that shit sometimes.
Yeah.
And March 31st is going down at Party Life Lounge.
Yes.
Aries Affair. Of course, my son will be in the building because he's an Aries. Him and his sister will be in the building. They're going to definitely support and celebrate. So I'm
not an Aries, but I guess I'll be there.
People in the building. Also, DJ Sue Young is here from Atlanta. She will be on the ones and twos. DJ Don Duru will be on the ones and twos. We might have a little guest pull up. So you know how that goes with us.
You know how that shit goes.
Come to Party Life Lounge and enjoy it. Big turn up over there. And one last announcement before we get into trending topics. This Saturday is going down all about the lyrics. First appearance with Zay Hefner. Nequasia is hosting, and it's from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. You can catch it on the eveningrush.network.com only. So you're going to see a live performance from Zay Hefner in your house. You get to relax, watch it. You know what I mean? So also check it out. It's on the eveningrush.network.com. You can catch it on your phone or your computer or, any other place that we can try to fit it in. I'm trying to make sure that's on the app. So if you can watch it on the app, definitely I would recommend watching it on the app. So with all of that said, let's get into trending topics. Oh, we about to talk about some bullshit. That was artificial wrestling. I like that.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble. My man trending right now is my boy, my brother, the man that I look up to, 50 Cent. He is in trending topics today because he has a ex-drug lord. Praise that. I don't want nobody coming after me. Saying got a $1 billion lawsuit against him and Powell, saying that he is the one that created Power. Like he sent Courtney some of the stuff.
He's saying that this was his life. He's saying 50 pretty much stole his life and put it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
So if 50 stole his life, and if it comes out true, 50 just break him up with some bread and keep it the fuck pushing. You don't owe that man.
He won. No, 51.
Oh, 51? Fuck what we even talking about. Fuck what we even talking about. G unit.
Listen. My thing is, listen, end of the day, I don't understand why, Powers now become successful. You're now saying it's about your life.
You should have said this the first season. The first season this shit came out, she said something.
And the crazy thing is now he's saying 50 is threatening him and 50 threatened his family and put people
I'm pretty sure 50 didn't do that. I'm pretty sure people surrounded with 50.
But my whole thing is you're an ex-drug lord.
Right.
Yeah.
You out the game, right? Right?
Yeah.
But
Right?
not even that. Like you and that drug lord. If somebody was threatening your family, you still have the capabilities of.
That's what I'm saying. You still got the streets. Somebody in the streets is
Mhm.
gonna look out for the OG because you supposedly the OG.
Mm-hmm.
Fact. Fact. But like I
Questionable.
said, I found that very
Questionable.
interesting. You know,
That is
People,
interesting.
I don't
Shout out to
know.
50. Shout out to 50 for winning and he just do what the fuck he do. And as you
yeah,
guys, I'm sure you guys know about this. 50 inked that new deal with I forgot the name of the company, but he's getting ready to do a Vice City situation.
yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's
I
with the
just
video
read
game or
that.
with a series. That's gonna be fire.
No,
First
I
of
That's
think
all,
it's gonna be a series.
but 50
yeah, that's
has
gonna be fire.
it's another lawsuit that he just won too for like he sued somebody for like $20,000 or something like that. He sued somebody for
Crazy.
like, cause I think it was like $2,000 or some shit, and after
Right.
taxes and fees and everything, they had to pay him $20,000. I was like, and 50 was like, I want my money, I want it all. I don't care
Oh
what it
yeah,
is, it's mine, and I want it.
50 don't play when it comes to that bread,
Definitely
yo.
don't play
Yeah,
with his money.
that
$2, $200, 2 pennies. It don't matter. Two
that,
quarters.
and he
That's
also,
it.
and somebody was also embezzled money from him. What was it, like $6
Yeah.
million?
Yeah. I
Damn.
heard about that.
A $6 million lawsuit. So he took the guy. No, so I think that's what happened. So the guy embezzled money from him, and now
Mhm.
50 is taking his house. His house is worth
Oh
$6 million.
yes. I
Mm.
saw that on Instagram. That's some wild shit. That's wild.
I think he
Listen,
took two. I think he
Man's
took $2
crib is
million.
crazy.
I think he embezzled like $2 million or something like that from 50. So now, oh boy, got to give up his house that's worth $6 million. And 50 said he's going to keep the house like it is. Like he's going to keep his
Right.
pictures
Keep
and
all the
everything.
portraits.
I said he is
Petty.
so freaking petty.
If Petty was a
that's
person, it'd
that
be
It would
that
be
cancer.
50
motherfucker.
Cent. Yes.
That's that cancer in us, man. Stop playing with us.
If it
Don't
was,
play
if
with us,
yeah,
baby. Do not play with us. You don't want to play with a cancer. We're very good people. Leave us alone. We like that. We like peace.
I don't
But
know about that. I'm not gonna say all that. 50,
I can say
50 be out here messing with people too. It ain't like they just
I
mess
don't
with
ever
him and he
I
don't
don't
mess
ever
with
see
nobody.
50 bother anybody at this point in the game. Like, he's more laid back, keeping it about power,
Don, what are
getting this
you talking
money.
about, young
Right. I'm
man?
like, do you
Listen, man, I'm gonna
be looking
defend
at
my
50's
brother over
Instagram?
here,
Because
man.
50
I'm
be
defending
out
my
here
brother,
trolling
man.
people like a mug.
Don,
He lives
Don,
for it. It makes him
50
feel better.
definitely 50 definitely apologized to Meg the Stallion the other day. I'm sure you remember. He apologized publicly, not like
I mean,
a
I would
private
have,
text.
but I would have.
Wow.
But,
All right. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna just leave it
yeah.
alone.
Why wouldn't you have apologized?
I'm leaving it
I
alone.
still feel she let my boy down the unrighteous path. He's in jail and he shouldn't be. I feel Tory was innocent, and I still feel Tory's innocent.
I mean,
You know
if
what I
you
mean?
think about it, it wasn't her who. None of those
It was.
accusations. No, none of what it was about him shooting her. That was she never pressed charges on him, so it's not her.
Listen, it's her.
He shouldn't have
It's her.
been in possession of a gun. That was on him.
I would say maybe the gun might have been in the car, all that great stuff.
It's his
But
car, so he has to pay for
okay,
it.
we'll take the gun situation. But as far as her being shot, I don't believe that he did it.
But that was not. That was not what he was on trial for. He was never on trial for shooting.
No, he was on trial. He was on trial for
shooting. Not for shooting her. If you read what it was never for shooting Meg because she never pressed charges on him.
You do your homework. You get the information. We'll talk about it later. Let's get into Kakashi getting his ass whooped because we got too much time to be arguing about that. But yeah, let's talk about Kakashi getting his ass whooped in Florida in the gym.
In LA Fitness. First of all, what are you doing? Why are you in LA Fitness, my man? And why? I just want to know why you in LA Fitness. Why are you in a public gym?
I don't understand where he still thinks he's good.
He was never
still thinking
he was never good. This is the whole thing. He was never good. Like you were being kept when you didn't snitch before you snitched. After you snitched, you are no longer kept.
Yeah.
But you're in the gym by yourself.
No, he literally thinks he's good. Like, I'm
He
good. I
can't
can do what I
fight, so
want.
I
I
don't
can
know how he
wear. I
thinks
can
he's
go
good.
where I want. I could do what I want. Bro, you're not good. You should stay with the feds, man. Live your Fed life. You know, they got you a nice cushy home or whatever they did for you.
Witness
Stay there.
protection. Is that what he was supposed to be in?
Yeah, he ain't in that because I still see him in places. You know, he feels he's tough. He pulled up in Brooklyn. He popped up. He did that one. Let me get out the car, talk my shit, jump back in the car moment. So, as far as I'm concerned, listen, somebody finally caught that ass.
I'm
Now the
supposed.
bad part is he's trying to sue LA Fitness.
I think
Like they
I
supposed to have
think
security.
I
It's
think
a
deep
gym.
down inside,
What we need security for?
what should have happened was, and I'm not advocating violence, so we gonna start with I'm not advocating violence, but
Okay, he's
the
not
dudes,
advocating violence.
but
So
hold
go
on, but
ahead.
hold on, but the dudes who did it, two things. Why you post it? That's me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, and then number two, I'm not even talking about it. Because if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna really do it. I'm a
That's
wild
the,
on
but
homie. I'm
that's
not.
the, but
That's
that's the
me
whole
though.
thing. Is that's what this generation is about. Like
This generation is on some shit.
everything has to be
Yeah, yeah.
posted. You have to
They
get
don't,
likes on it, and it needs to go viral. And it
because
doesn't matter if
now,
my face is showing. I don't care if you know it was me. I want you to know
yeah,
it was me.
they self snitched on themselves. So now, if he want to press charges against them,
Not
or he
he.
could
I
have
don't
the
know
member.
why. I don't know why this man think he's about to get any money from LA Fitness. How I'm supposed to know you
Nah, he
getting
not
your
gonna get
ass
no
beat in
money
the
from them.
locker
He
room?
he gonna get
Well, that's
money. He gonna get
one.
money possibly from the dudes that he got his ass beat from, because they could revoke their membership at the gym. If they're members of the gym, maybe he could get some type of compensation through it that
He's
way.
here. Look,
His
I'd be
lawyer.
like,
A
I
lot
was
of
here on a
people
day
think this
pass.
is a setup. Everybody think it was a setup.
Of
Like,
It
course, I
look.
was a
First of all,
setup.
it don't even. It looks semi fake.
Nah, I don't think that was fake. I don't think that was fake.
Why are you in the gym by yourself?
I'm
because
trying to
he came
figure
back
out who
in the spotlight.
posted who
You said
posted the
what?
photo of him fucked up.
He
That
did.
had to be, that was him.
He did.
Him and his
That's wild.
people.
I'm look. I'm not posting a picture after I got my ass beat. I don't need you to know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
look like.
saying. That don't
I
make
don't
no
need you
damn
to know
sense.
that I got my ass beat. I want you to think that that was not me. They lied because I didn't get my ass beat. Because
That's wild.
it didn't even look like he put up a fight. So my nigga, you is
He
Nah,
didn't
out
put
here
up
just
no fight.
looking. You just got your ass beat. That's it. Like I
those
need to
dudes
at
did
least be
look.
like, look, what did they say in that movie? Did you at least pinch the bitch?
Those dudes did look bigger than him though. So maybe he did
They
the right thing by
were.
just taking his ass
Listen.
beating
Shout out
and
to
just
Wack.
keeping it
Wack
pushing.
said it best. Wack said it best. Bro, you not good. Stay at home. You
Right.
got this mansion, right? Get a gym
Get
in the
a
mansion.
gym. Get yourself
Stay
a
in
what?
your mansion, bro. That's your safest
Get
space.
yourself a Peloton and call it a damn day.
I'm fucking crying. I'm
What are we
dead.
doing? Stay in the house, Negro. You can't come outside because when you come outside, they coming for you. What are you doing? You don't know this by
Yikes.
So,
now?
that was trending
Wait. So
topic.
I
Oh, what?
found the charges against Tory.
Oh, okay. Go
So
ahead.
Okay.
the charges that he was convicted of. He was convicted
Mm,
of semi assault with a semi-automatic firearm, having
mhm,
Okay.
having a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle,
mhm.
discharging a firearm with gross negligence.
Okay.
So none of that is really
Well, the
discharged.
discharging
That
firearm,
third part. Yeah, that third
But
part is key.
that leans
but
is leg.
that didn't mean that hello, I got shot in the foot.
She got on the stand. She got on the stand.
She got on the
Wasn't that
stand.
she
Her
was on the
best friend got on the stand.
and her
What do you
best
want me
friend
to do? They
pleaded the
subpoenaed me.
fifth. Her best friend pleaded the fifth, and I was proud of her best friend because she was like, "Did you shoot her?" I plead the fifth. You ain't getting
Listen,
me. And Meg could have did
listen.
the same thing.
We all knew the shit was sketchy when
Yeah,
she was interviewed by Oprah's best friend, and she asked her, "Were you and Tory Lanez in a or have ever had sexual dealings?" And she's like, "What?" Like she kind of we should have all known what the deal was.
Yeah, but if you should have knew that from the beginning. Then on top of
Come
that,
on.
when she got in court, she had to tell the truth. Yeah, he was knocking it down. He knocked my best friend down, and that was the reason why I was mad at him. And then we was at the pool party, and it all came out. Point blank, period. Took the
Point blank
fifth.
period.
Been good.
But my whole thing is, if he got charged with the discharging of the gun, that means they found gunpowder on his hands.
They definitely found gunpowder on his hands.
No, they actually did not find
Then
gunpowder.
how do they know he discharged it?
They found gunpowder on her best friend's hand.
Well, then why the hell wasn't she charged with that?
Out.
Yeah, why wasn't she charged with that?
See what I'm saying? Because they already had it. It was Tory. So that's
it was his gun,
that's going
and he
down.
was like, whatever, bitches.
Okay,
whatever,
I'm not saying
bitches.
that. Let me retract that statement because I don't know. I wasn't there. Let me retract that statement. I don't know whose gun it was because it could have been the bodyguard's gun or the driver.
Right. It could have been anybody's gun.
But if that's the case,
somebody got to take it. We know the rules.
But that's what I'm saying. But then it was unregistered. So if it's my gun and I have a license for it, I'm just gonna fess up and say it's my gun. That means it was somebody didn't have a license.
Technically
so that's your bodyguard.
Technically speaking, if a gun goes off in a car and it's unregistered, I don't know who gun that is either. I'm not claiming that gun. It's unregistered. How you gonna put it on me?
It could be anybody's gun.
It could be anybody's shit.
Kelsey, the one who had the
speculation,
but that's what I'm saying. So then they should have charged her with the fucking discharging of the gun.
Thank you.
Facts.
That means what this sounds like to me is Tory needed a better lawyer.
He definitely needed a better lawyer.
There's no way on God's green earth I'm gonna let you charge me with discharging of a firearm, and I ain't got not near bit of gunpowder on my hands, but old girl over here does. So she gotta go down for that. She the one gotta go down for that, not me. I may go down for everything else, but she going down firing that goddamn gun.
I just hope after he get out of jail, the music is fire, like the music always is.
Yeah, definitely.
I just hope the music is fire when he get out of
jail. Miss Plead the Fifth over there is gonna have to get charged with this gun.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna be right back. We talking to my man Distinguished the God. He got a new album out. We're gonna dig deep into it because trust me, this shit is fire. Fire from one to done. It's fire. And I'm not.
I appreciate that.
My motherfucking man. I'm telling you because it's fire. But we'll be talking about that in a minute. Let's take a quick break. You already know what it is. It's the Evening Rush. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Chrissy, here to let you know that the Evening Rush Network now has an app. Yes, an app, you guys. So you can stay connected on the go and watch all your favorite podcast shows. You can download the app at Google Play Store or Apple iTunes. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're looking to start a podcast and really don't know how, well, hit us up at the Evening Rush Network at gmail.com and inquire about time slots, pricings, and everything you may need to get started. We got you. Join the winning team, the Evening Rush Network. And also, download that app. What are you waiting for? Get to it.
Get to it.
Yeah. You already know what it is. It's the Evening Rush. We are back.
Back.
We just want to take a little quick. Oh, there you go. We're back. You already know what it is.
He went to take a bathroom break. He thought it was going to be a little longer than that.
Nah. Just had some messages I had to answer.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel you.
We gonna talk about this amazing album. But before I start, I want to give a little backstory of how we met. So I'm working one day. This charismatic, you know the word I'm talking about.
Charismatic.
Guy steps on my line. You know, that's normal. The difference with him is my man had on a full piece suit and a bow tie. And
bow tie.
He shined amongst 1,000 bunch of people. And because his energy was on 12, and I was like, wow, okay.
What you do?
Me and him was talking, we got to know each other. And instant right there. That was my man. Every time I saw him, we gave each other love, respect, and we decided, listen, I didn't know what he did and he didn't know what I did, but we eventually talked, found out he was into podcasting. At the time, he was actually doing showcases. We were doing showcases at the time. Shout to Fall Rock Mills. Actually went to his showcase and won.
Shout out to Fall Rock Mills.
Which was barbershop.
That was in Bars in a Barbershop. That was in 2018. That was February 2018 at a spot in Brooklyn. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Delore. Yeah, that was at his barbershop.
Yeah. We had an amazing time. The love was great.
Why wasn't I invited to this? I don't understand. How am I a part of shit and I'm never a part of shit?
Yo, I'm gonna explain to you. When it comes to the music stuff, you be home sleep. So it don't be my
fault because you would have never asked.
Boom. But you know what? From this point on, this day forward.
I don't know why this day forward I'm not gonna be here. I'm gonna be down south.
You ain't leave yet.
Oh,
so until you leave, I'm calling you every day. Yo, listen, we getting ready to go here. You coming? Listen, you come till you leave. All right.
I told you next week. I told you after Saturday I ain't got no job. Next Saturday, not this Saturday. After next Saturday, I ain't got no job.
So we finally started working together. We do a showcase together. Great showcase, came out great. Actually, that's where we met Naquasia.
Mm-hmm.
And look how far.
Right. Which is so crazy that you still managing that young lady. So shout out to you. I was there when you met her. That's managing her. So wild, son.
I just met her.
That's wild.
And look how far that's gone. So now
she was literally a baby when you met her. Literally, in terms of music.
We're about to be rich. That's what we're about to be. That's where it's going.
I start off every interview the same, which is, who is Distinguished to God?
So Distinguished to God is, really somebody who is just focused on elevation. That's really who this individual is. Just focused on the next level, not necessarily worried about where he's at per se. Like, he tries not to get too comfortable. He just tries to figure out ways to just elevate himself and elevate those around him. And in terms of just being an artist, or overall artist, I was speaking to somebody years ago and they said, artists are some of the world's biggest empaths because we feel everything, even for people that we don't necessarily agree with. Even, unfortunately, 6ix9ine, somebody out there on a humanistic level, outside of the fuck shit he did, outside of the people that he also targeted in terms of verbally, and outside of the quote unquote conduct of snitching that he broke, or snitching that he continues to perpetuate, he's still a human being and somebody cares about him. And people who don't necessarily know him, obviously they care about him, because even though he did some shit, at the end of the day, he's still a human. And I don't think, generally speaking, we want people to get hurt, especially us, people of color. We, generally speaking, we don't want people to get hurt. But when people do get hurt, some people, they're on the fence about it, and then some people are not. So in terms of just being like a well-rounded human being, that's kind of who I am. Like, I kind of just try to look at, all four sides of the table, and, while maintaining like this kind of neutral balance, and just, just trying to be open-minded about certain things,
So, yeah. I'm just gonna get in. We going in the first track, but before I say that, tell us about the album. How did it come to fruition? Because when I knew you,
so
you was the poetry guy. And shout out to my dude Benga. He hit me up and was like, "Yo, make sure you tell my man." I said, "What up?" So I got you, Benga.
Yo, shout out to Benga though. Yeah. So I've been doing spoken word and rapping since I was 10 years old. When I was 10 years old, I tried to commit suicide. So that's kind of how I got into this like artistic situation. I tried to kill myself on multiple occasions when I was 10, like literally. And
what was so bad at 10 years old?
Getting picked on, getting bullied, getting told by girls you ugly, you know, and just feeling like, you know what, if I take
Generals are
myself out the
horrible.
world, just being told hurtful things as a kid, you kind of take that literal. And,
Mm-hmm.
I just said to myself, you know what, if I just take myself out the world, I won't get picked on anymore. So I'm
Right.
thinking I'm solving a problem, not thinking about my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers, my cousins, the rest
The
of my
people who
family.
actually
So,
care about
you know,
you.
what, yeah, people that actually care about me. I mean, not these people I'm going to school with that I'm probably never gonna grow up with and see in life.
Mm-hmm.
But going to counseling, going to therapy, kind of led me into journal writing, and journal writing led into the poetry, and the poetry led into the acting, the rapping, and all this other stuff. And here we are today. But specifically going back to the question, so Interception, I like to call it a 10-year project. In
Mm-hmm.
2013, this was prior to me meeting Don, not knowing who Don was. In 2013, I was introduced to somebody who is now my best friend. Shout out to XAB. He and I are on the podcast called Dad Has Some Bow Ties that Don hinted at earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and we were working on a project called Glasses and Bow Ties. My friend was very much into the glasses, and me, I was always wearing bow ties,
I love bow
always
ties.
bow ties, suspenders, yeah, Argyle sweaters, all of that. So. Uh, we was just always rapping and always being artistic. And in 2013, I dropped two projects which are only on Bandcamp. I dropped the one in March of 2013. I dropped another one in September. So we were doing shows everywhere. And Interception is like my 10-year project. Like it took 10 years to finally get to this artistic place. It took 10 years to be given an opportunity to get on SOBs. It took 10 years to get two of my songs. One of them is in a movie and the other one is in a TV show. It took 10 years to really get, this level of maturity down pat. It took 10 years to, you know, fully go through a lot of different relationship situations and having some real heartfelt conversations with my parents. On the album, one of the records is called Daddy's Issue, where I talk about my personal problem with my father, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
very personal poem. Um, we actually had like a real argument about it last week. So I just try to be real, brutally honest about the things I'm going through, and at the same time show the growth and the range and my versatility. Because a lot of people just be thinking, "Oh, that's that boy in a suit. He ain't no rapper." Like, motherfucker, I rap. Shut up. Fuck you talking about? Yeah.
Well,
Nigga,
they gonna
what you
learn
think
Right.
today.
spoken word
They
is?
definitely
Spoken
gonna
word is
learn today.
rapping.
They're gonna
Exactly.
learn he
Like,
got bars today. So get
You
into
just,
we
yeah.
gonna our first one we're gonna get into is Real Bad. Tell us how you started
Oh, real
that
bad.
project.
So real bad is so when I was writing real bad, I told myself, again, I don't know him personally, but I told myself, distinguish. You need to act like you are FABOLOUS. You need to act like you fabulous. So you got to have fun with the record. You got to tap into the fabulous. So fabulous to me, right? Fabulous to me. No, he's not in my top five. No, he's not somebody I listen to all the time. But fabulous to me is somebody that he's really fucking confident. Like dead ass. That's a confident motherfucker because the way he talks to me is the way he like raps, like is how he live his life. Fabulous is a fashion trendsetter. Fabulous is a smooth fucking talker. Fabulous learned how to integrate into all generations in terms of he's still appealing today to children who are 15, 16, 17, and Fabulous is damn near in his 40s. So for a rapper to do that, it takes a lot of skill, wit, charisma, and a lot of fucking confidence, and you got to really want it bad. So I named the record Real Bad. I wanted to name it The New Fabulous, but my producer was like, don't name it The New Fabulous. So we just named it Real Bad. But if you listen to the record, I have cadence where I sound like Fabulous. So shout out to Fabulous for inspiring the record. This is Real Bad by me, Distinguished the Guy.
by me.
Let's go.
That's sexy.
boogeyman is real, and you found him.
Ladies and gents, sorry that I took so long. It took me 15 years to even write this song. Before I get into these bars, I gotta copyright it. Ain't seen Quentin in some years, but he ain't helped me write this. I'm outside about to buy the building. Not the one I like, but the one you live in. Just gotta move some things around, it was getting crowded. All that talk and all the net, I had it rerouted. This a new era, but the fit is off. Ho, ho, ho. If I slay, I'm bringing Santa Claus. I'm coming for the crown, and wait a minute. Damn, your booty soft. They should have popped tail instead of it was Microsoft. I'm on a mission, but I heard it was impossible. You on a mission, helping cops like a mama do. Everybody's suspect, even the logical. That's why I play it dumb until I play it diabolical. I want it real bad. You got it real bad. When that call comes and Doc says it's real bad. I wanna make it. I'm gonna make it. It's wrong to take from others, but I gotta take it. I want her real bad, like you want your real dad. She calls me daddy, yes, I'm her real dad. I want her real bad, you want her real bad. The way you going out, I don't like that. Sad. Man, I'm fed up, I just broke my television. These people copy your swag, just a television. Make them a headline, but then they disappoint you. Now we got beef in the kitchen, and I must shoot. It was nasty, I'ma spit it out. What they really spitting out, everything is kill niggas. Hip hop is in a drought, game is in a deficit. Your man think he's saving it, that girl thinks she got a hit. Nah, that ain't fucking it. Clown, if those your people, why they laughing at you? They should have said to wrap it up instead of dapping with you. Supporting shows like them posts, even taking pictures. But your career's in the rear, they ain't stand with you. That ain't a friendship, that's just wet cement. The studio's the worst money that you ever spent. Talking about I'm on my job, you should fucking quit. You rap like you're deported, and that's words to every government. I want it real bad, you got it real bad. When that call comes and Doc says it's real bad. I wanna make it, I'm gonna make it. It's wrong to take from others, but I gotta take it. I want her real bad, like you want your real dad. She calls me daddy, yes, I'm her real dad. I want her real bad, you want her real bad. The way you going out, I don't like that. Sad. Scary out here. It's scary.
It's scary out here.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
It's scary out here.
Heat. That's what I'm talking about. That's when you listen to music nowadays, you don't get that. You don't get that. It's that's heat.
He wanted real bad.
I'm not, and once again, this is not me saying it. This is my man. This is me saying because that's truly what it is. Trust me, I had people that yo, that's my man, but your shit was garbage. But
you're garbage. You're yabbage.
Right.
Damn.
You know.
I appreciate you. I'm glad I'm not one of your mans that his shit is garbage. Or you would have told me, and then I would have just had to do better next time. I'd have to do better next time.
Listen, all the tracks I picked were pure fire. And like it was hard for me to pick because it was like I want to play this one, but I want to play that one.
But I want to play this one too.
Yeah. But I know I can only do 3. So it's like I had to let me just
right.
Let me just give you the pure heat, and everybody else go listen on Spotify, listen on all platforms because it's out there on all platforms. So you know what I mean?
It definitely is out there on all platforms.
You were saying it took you 10 years to pretty much get this album together, make it what you wanted it to be. What was that process?
Yeah.
Like picking producers and, because you had 10 years of writing, but you still had to get producers. You had to get beats. You had to go through that process. What was that like?
Yeah. So specifically to put this in more of context, I wasn't necessarily writing a project for 10 years. I was literally growing the fuck up in 10 years. So I was literally, so I was 23. I was 22 years old, getting ready to turn 23. And now I'm 32. Right. I was literally a baby. Now I'm 32, getting ready to turn 33. So for me, it's, going through the ups and downs of being a 20-something-year-old young rapper who's in college at the time. I was at John Jay College, who has a girlfriend, who's who's running, who's helping produce a show that we were doing at Brooklyn Exposure called Creative Minds, who is, you know, trying to do music with his best friend, who's going to an SOBs when they have events that you could afford, because when you in your early 20s, you broke. Going to events where you're meeting DJ Enough for the first time, and he's telling you to just keep going, young man, and you're gonna make it. Going to events where the great late Combat Jack, R.I.P. Combat Jack, who was the
Mm-hmm.
first podcast personality that you ever seen get to the levels that he got to before we had Attack Stone and before we had Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz, and prior to him
Oh,
dying, him giving you three things that you've kept with you.
hold
It's
on.
being consistent.
Before you even
It's
go one more step further,
yeah,
I'm sorry. Shout out to
right.
Ken, the bakery on Brooklyn, the bakery on Bergen, excuse me. Combat Jack's wife, and she's also a sponsor of the network.
Oh
So
wow.
big shout out to her. But go
Wow,
ahead,
you
bro.
see
Sorry
that
about
full
this.
circle. This
Yeah,
is what I'm talking
you know what I
about.
mean?
So like, Combat Jack told me he told me in XAB we were at an event at a spot in the city on Wall Street called Audio Engine Room, and Angela Yee was there. This was like years ago, and he told us, you know, I said, what does it take to like be like one of the greatest in what you're doing? He said, be consistent, be
Mm-hmm.
original, and be brutally honest. I never forgot those words he told me, and it's
That's
been
me in
years
a
he told me
nutshell.
that,
No,
and
let
I
me
take
shut
that.
up.
Yeah, yeah, I take that in everything I do. So it took me all these years to get to this place. So when I say, it took me, X amount of years to even write the song, it's like I had to go through all of that to get to this. And it feels like it's a rebirth because,
Mm,
prior to writing the album, which it took me 2 months to even record this album. We
Mm.
started recording this in January. We finished this in February. The album was out this month, but I had an idea. I had great producers around me. Like you said, I'm paying these producers, I'm paying for beats, I'm paying for studio time, I'm paying for gas to drive to the studio, I'm paying for food, the studio
And
sessions. I
this is
like to
why you
book
gotta have
along.
a
They're 10-hour
job.
studio sessions. So, and this why, well, not necessarily a job. You gotta be more hungry than it is to have a job. Because I feel like if
mhm,
if you got a team that really, really, really believes in you, like similar to the team that, the young Aubrey Graham, aka Drake, had,
Mm-hmm.
when people believe in you that much, they don't give a fuck about the money up front. When you make it, you pay them on the back end. But sometimes all you really need, honestly, is, in the words of J. Cole, you need a dollar and a dream. And
mm.
if you feel like
Fact.
you that person, if you feel like
This
you
ain't the
next,
lottery.
then it's gonna happen. Like, I mean, like, yeah, yeah. But here we are, man. Interception out. I'm excited, and I know we're talking about the album, but I'm actually working on two more albums that's gonna be out
Mm.
before the end of the year.
Nice.
I'm working on an R&B. Working on an R&B slash trap poetry album, and I'm working on a fully jazz album.
Mm.
So
Mm.
yeah, like straight up
So you
jazz.
definitely want to
So
give
there
you want
won't
to
be
give
no
your range.
cursing in it. They won't. Yeah, I want to give the range, yo. I got a vocalist. Shout out to my vocalist. I got a vocalist now, so she's helping me get my tenor voice to where it needs to be at. And yeah, man, I'm outside being as artistic as possible because life is fucking short. It's short.
Before I
You
get
will
into
never
the
learn.
next song, you said you did a stint of acting. Explain to everybody what you've been in acting and your growth in acting.
Yeah, so I've been acting since I was in the second grade, 8 years old. I've been blessed to always, some way, shape, or form, either have acting mentors, acting coaches. I've been blessed to work with a lot of people who have worked with a lot of the great. Shout out to Michael Pickney. He used to work alongside Spike Lee, and shooting a
Mm.
lot of his stuff. We all know the series. We're all familiar with the series on Stars called P Valley, right? P Valley. So the writer of P Valley, her name is Katori Hall. Katori Hall's birthday is one day after mine. Number two, Katori Hall also produced a show at Castile Theater back in 2012 that I was one of the main characters for, called Children
Mm.
of Killers, which talks about the killings that happened with the Hutsis and the Tutsis, which was inspired by the movie Hotel Rwanda with Don Cheadle. So I've been around a lot of different people that helped me do a lot of different things. Also, shout out to my man Umi. I was blessed to play M1's son from Dead Prez. I was blessed to play his son in a movie that's on Vimeo right now called Crossing the Color Line. So I've been intertwined in this acting thing, and I got some more things that's coming up real soon, but I can't talk about it. We gotta wait till the ink dry on the contract. But yeah, you know, shout out, you know, things is moving in a really positive direction. It's really moving.
Before you start the next song, Don, I remember earlier you said that you have 2 songs. One is in a movie and one's in a TV show. What TV show? What movie?
Yeah, so.
Or is it coming up? And you can't tell us?
I can't speak on the TV show yet. The TV show is coming up, but I can speak on the movie because the movie's out. So there's a short film that's on YouTube right now. It's called Dick Control. It was written by a young lady from LA. Her name is Shakita L. Smith. Yeah. Yo, Dick Control is a wild movie. So I don't want to give it away, but Dick Control is about a young man who violates women, and one woman who has special powers violates his penis. And that's kind of the plot line of the movie. So I got a song that I wrote. Yeah, so I got a song called Fawn, which is on this album. Fawn stands for fuck with a nigga. And they made the song a part of the trailer and one of the leading promotional tools that help push the movie. And Fawn is at the end of the movie. You know, I got a call a few months ago and they was telling me, yo, your song is playing in Tokyo. And I said, it's really happening. Nice. It's really happening. Damn, it's really happening. So things is moving in a positive direction. That's all I gotta say, man.
I like that. All right, so we're gonna get into the next one. See, I was going.
Yeah, when you smile like this, you know.
I got 2 tracks, both fire. I'm gonna go with Savage. Yeah, I'm gonna save action for last.
Ooh, Savage.
Tell me about Savage.
Savage, funny story. Okay. Savage was recorded April. Yeah, so Savage was recorded in April of 2016. So Savage is a very old song. However, I thought to match the energy, to match the vibe of the project. We'll hear it. The vibe of the project overall has an overall sound, a very gritty, a very like kind of like very direct around the bush. And I wanted to show off how I could play with different types of beats. This is not your traditional hip hop beat. This is really not even a traditional beat that you would hear a rapper trying to rap on. So, you know, shout out to my producer, D-Flow Productions. He always pushes me to write different and interesting songs. So, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys like Savage.
All right, let's get it.
I get money. I really do. Never been broke. Can't say I have. You used to laugh at me. Word up. Now you the big joke. I got my weight up. I really did. Never been fat. Can't say I have. I call the shots here. Bang, bang. You want a cut? That's a hashtag. Real talk. She got a man. I know that. And I respect that. Kinda, sorta. But if you slip up, pink slip, then I'ma have to check that. People get fired every day. I love art. I really do. You should call me a gallery. You really should. Whatever you picture me as, worth more than your salary. That's up. Yeah. Rent money turn to strip money. Roof money turn to tent money. I'm all about my future. See, I written my past, so I call that for the bread. I'm a savage. For my mama, I'm a savage. For the hood, I'm a savage. For these beats, I'm a savage. For those A's, I'm a savage. For the whip, I'm a savage. For my key, I'm a savage. When I slam, I'm a If you're homophobic, then you gotta step your gay up. Every good girl I know had to go down once to get her pay up. The girlfriend I have now is a red jewel, no Jacob. Look, I know I'm crack, I know I'm dope, but I really gotta stack this yay up. Don't talk to me about politics, cause all I see is politics. That's right. White capes and Trayvon hoodies, who let the dogs out? Ain't that a bitch? Don't mention Troy without the Davis. There's a mess here. We made it. Her heart was born broken. God played it. Only blind faith would ever save this. Amen. Don't blame the devil. Blame yourself. The devil not the reason why your ass is broke. Don't look around or ask your neighbor for help. Here's a kick in the ass. That's a footnote. Ain't gotta be a saint. Leave a mark. Be a light here. Cause the world's dark. If you sound dumb, how's your phone smart? I heard down the Trumps are being a retard. You better run for it. Like you know force. I got an eye for it. Like I know Horace. It's a Kojo. I got a call for us. How you go to Brown but you don't know Morris? I done rose up like I own florist. I produce slams. I pay poets. I work hard but barely get noticed. You want basic. I want floaters. What you make it. Go for it. Don't talk about it. If you can't show it, you a hand talker. You will not throw it. How you gon' fix it when I just for the bread? I'm a savage. For my mama, I'm a savage. For the hood, I'm a savage. For these beats, I'm a savage. For those A's, I'm a savage. For the whip, I'm a savage. For my key, I'm a savage. When I slam, I'm a He's been hanging out with those rappers. Those dang rappers. I did the best job I could.
No, I have to let this rock.
I don't think this is my baby.
Yo.
That beat was sick. That beat is sick, not was, is sick.
Appreciate you. Yeah, shout out to my man D Flow.
You know what I loved about that? That's what I was telling you when I said you was the poet, dude. You can hear the poetry with the flow, but it was consistent. The cadence was perfect.
What did they say? Poetry is rapping without a beat.
Yeah, but the way he does it is different. And that is what makes this album extraordinary. It's different. You know, like I said, I haven't heard a good album that I could go, like I said, from one to done in a minute. So when you hear good music, it's like it's different, and I loved it. Tell us, before we get into the final track, tell me more about the podcast situation, because I definitely don't want to leave that out.
Oh, the podcast? Okay, so name of the podcast again is called Dad Hats and Bow Ties. Shout out to my brother, my best friend, confidant, number one supporter, day one, XAB, aka OVO XAB, aka Young Wavy, aka 12 Midnight.
He got too many AKAs for me.
Yeah. So the podcast. So this is the story that he told me. I wasn't with him when he had the idea of the podcast. So he said he was on a road trip with one of his friends, and he said while on the road trip they were driving to like a far place, and they started like flipping through the station, and she was like, "Why don't we listen to a podcast?" He was like, "Podcast? What the fuck is that?" And she was like, "You know what a podcast is?" and they started listening to it. And I think one of the first podcasts he listened to was Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne the God of Brilliant Idiots, which is a fire ass name for a podcast. That's a fire ass name. And he said he kind of like liked the direction of like in terms of like how it made him feel. So he essentially came up with the idea to create his own podcast, and him and I, being friends, being best friends and having um similar thought processes in terms of how we feel about different things in the world. He said, yo, why don't we do this podcast? And me, I was like, what the fuck is a podcast? So he's breaking it down to me. Be like, I don't fucking know what this shit is. And in my mind, originally, he told me this back in 2016 when we started, and I was like, listen, bro, whatever it is, whatever you want it to be, I'm gonna come on board and support you. And we went from renting out basement studios to renting out studios in the city to now we got our own office space. We turned it into our own recording studio. We've been in that space now for like 7 going on 8 years. And that has some bow ties now has, I think on average, the last time, I actually was involved with the numbers because he's more on the number game than I am. We get about like 25,000 listeners per month. So we're doing our thing, still up and coming, but what I mean, people with us, and we've interviewed some top people in the industry. Our first celebrity interview. So remember, I told you years ago, when I had met DJ Enough, and he was like, "Keep going." Well, we ended up meeting DJ Enough years later, and he was our first celebrity interview. So the world works in mysterious ways. They say, you got to be in the right place at the right time. I feel like you got to have the right mindset to be in the right place at the right time. So, what I mean? Shout out to God for always holding it down for us. So yeah.
Amen.
That has some both on all streaming platforms as well. Stitcher, Amazon Music. We were one of the first podcasts that was picked up by Amazon Music. They actually emailed us and said, how do you like to be a part of our subscription? So, it's just a lot of positive things have been happening to us, man.
Yo,
what can I say? When you smile like this, you got
So now I'm going to ask the question I've always wanted to do. Distinguished to God. How did you come up with that name,
man? So when I was 15 years old, I was flipping through the dictionary in my house. I was very like big on words, hence, the poetry shit. I was very big on words, very big on like, the entire etymology of poetry, like the entire language of it. So like I was going through dictionary, and when I stumbled across letter D, I just started flipping through the words, and I came across distinguished, and it said to be different from everyone else. And I was like, that's gonna be my name. And that was 15 years old. It wasn't really until I was 18, 19, going on 20 that I feel like I stepped into being distinguished. And in terms of the God part, so what happened was, I think one day I was getting ready to put some of my music online, and then I realized this when like Facebook like pages was a thing, and a lot of other brands or entities had the name Distinguish. So my producer D Flow was like, "Hey, Distinguish, you don't want to get sued, so you got to figure out, or you don't want people to start coming at you saying cease and desist with your name when you start to really brand it, signing up with BMI and ASCAP and all this shit." So he said, you got to add something to it. So obviously, I was like, I got to add something to it. And I remember around 1920, I started to develop like this little knowledge of self situation going on, talking to, people on, 125th and, Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard and Lenox and Adam Clayton Powell and all that shit. And also people on Jamaica Avenue selling DVDs, books, incense. And, we was always building, on like God shit. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to just call myself Distinguished to God. So it's been Distinguished to God ever since. Yeah.
And it fits well into going into the title of the next song. Actions.
Oh yeah, I like what you did there. I like what you did there.
This is light work. I told you, bro. I've been doing this for 8 years. This is light work.
8 years.
Tell us about actions taken under heaven.
So actions taken under heaven, which is actually the first track on the album. There's no intro. It just goes straight into the song. Actions Taken Under Heaven. I think I was inspired by, when I was a kid watching, hip hop. So the first time I was like officially exposed to the visualization of hip hop, I must have been maybe 10 or 11. I remember um, sneaking to watch Ralph McDaniel's The Box on Channel 39 for those who remember. And I remember sneaking up really late to watch them videos. I probably wasn't supposed to be watching the videos, watching BET After Dark and shit like that.
BT cut.
So I was, yeah, BET Uncut. So I was watching all these. Yeah, yo. Let's not even do it. But
I need to take girl. Like, how you slip a credit card through somebody's booty crack? But whatever. Go ahead.
Shout out to Nelly, man. If you we telling our age from this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
listen, it's all good,
bro.
I'm young.
That used to be the joint.
So yeah, so I just remember being exposed to hip hop and just loving, just loving the grittiness, loving how creative the artist was, like how just vocal it was about, getting a message across. And I wanted to create a song
whatever that was.
Both showed off my versatility, a song that showed off how gutter I could sound, and kind of show like a different like side of me. Because I think most people when they see me, they see the suit and the bow tie, and these days I'm wearing turtlenecks, and they see like this quote unquote, I guess in their mind, this soft, innocent, like, oh, he just looks so handsome, like nigga, I could be a savage too, like for real. I could really fuck shit up. I slapped this whole shit off the table like my man earlier today.
Oh, like the
I
guy
slapped all the shit off the fucking yeah, I slapped all the shit off the table, like in a suit, in a bow tie, kiss your mom on the cheek, pat your baby back, and play with your dog outside in the yard, like, you know what I mean? So, this is Actions Taken Under Heaven. You know what I mean? This is one of the.
They'll never want to let him talk about his song.
Record on 16.
All right, so let's get into this one. Actions Under Heaven, one of my favorite songs, and like you said, it starts the album. Yo, it's Distinguished to God. Inception out now. Make sure y'all go check it out. Let's go.
I'm on a God level, next to God's level. I'm on a God level, next to God's level. I'm on a God level, next to God's level. I'm on a God level, the new God. Praying to God every day, but don't know who the Lord is. Cutting it close like you know what it's all is. This ain't a movie, motherfucker, but I saw this. Broke niggas, I know our name rich to feel important. Nobody wants you to want to count your losses. Need to make it big like my bet is Rick Rouse's. I'm bigger than these niggas. Stop picking up these niggas. Made a killing on these niggas. Lou Mac, here's your wallet. I'm him that they yapping about. Yeah, your song on the radio. What you really rapping about? Nothing. Trash. But I know how you gotta do. You from the hood with no car book I drop. I know how that feels. That person in your ear like a Holyfield. Promise you everything and you a tour without the happy meal. Flow with something like the Nile, the Tigers and the Euphrates. Spitting crack that you could only get from the 80s. I'm on a God level, next to God's level. I'm on a God level, next to God's level. I'm on a God level, next to God's level. I'm on a God level, the new God level. Niggas say they the shit, but they ain't sitting in my toilet. You spitting civil walls, but I'm spitting holocausts. Atlantic slave trades, big house voices, just number faces, a lot of re-choices. My MO every day straight Ferguson, last name Drager, so the colors getting murdered. And ain't no savior, now all in it. Jim is still getting shot, Drake worse behavior. I was always Jones and minus the Kool-Aid. SpongeBob flow, girl rubbing since the 3rd grade. Cafeteria, fork fights, and hair waves, Pokemon cards, and Dragon Ball Z games. Class by myself, made a class by myself. Hotter than most breaths that a gum cannot help. Rapping never gave me a job. I'm distinguished to God, but I really punch devils in the mouth. I'm on a God level, next to God's level. I'm on a God level, next to God's level. over spilt milk, cause I ain't giving juice. Not your neck of the woods, but this mastic and tie a noose. I ain't saying I'm high, but I'm off the roof. Can't breathe, choking my, he got a hoodie on, shoot. Where did we learn this? How did we earn? It's not enough time, 9 people that I service. How many bodies gotta drop before these big lives only matter when they dead? Call it spiritual. The faith in God going down like a bad girl. Corey killing Shone. Boy meets world. I be trying to kick some knowledge, but they run from it. Fuck a summer jam, we should call it Gun Summit. Even though your niggas dogged you out, you're marrying the real bitch at your wedding. And them niggas wouldn't bail you out, even if you joined the frat and started pledging. I'm on a God level, next to God's level. I'm on a God level, next to God's level. I'm on a God level, next to God's level. I'm on a God level, fuck God level.
I'm gonna let that fade out. I'm sorry, y'all. Yo, that was just pure heat. Like I didn't think he was gonna come off like that, but I ain't gonna hold you.
A lot
You know
of
what I
people
mean?
said that. A lot of people said that.
It was just different. We can't hear you, baby girl. Your mic is muted.
I said I didn't underestimate you.
I
I
appreciate
ain't gonna
you.
hold you. I didn't think he was gonna come off like that. I wasn't expecting it.
That's why we
When he
deliberately put it as track number one,
just
because I
one.
think people are so used to hearing a particular sound, and a lot of people, they know me for just acting, doing poetry. I've also done like a few commercials, so they see me and know me for that. So when they hear the rap side, they like, wait, you the
Nigga, what?
same dude that be in the suits? Like, you could rap?
Hmm.
Yeah.
By far one of my favorite songs. That's why I was like, yeah, I gotta play that last. Definitely gotta
Appreciate
play.
you.
Bro, let them know where they can find you.
Again, first and foremost, just want to say shout out to the Evening Rush for having me on the show. So shout out to the two of you. Don, you've been my man, 100 grand since day one. Rainbow, it's such a pleasure to see you and to have the feminine energy on the show. That's always a good duality, you feel me? And yeah, just everybody can just find me on Instagram at Distinguish the Brand. And I always like to tell people, listen, don't follow me. Follow your dreams, because that's what the fuck I did. And look where I'm at. Shit is a reality. Things is moving in a good direction. SOBs got me on a bill. These songs is, supposed to be getting song placements. And you ain't gotta be a big super duper rapper. You ain't gotta be like crazy rich or famous, but learn the business, learn the
Mhm.
difference between copyright and trademarks, and learn the difference between,
Hmm.
getting, certain barcodes and certain things moving for your songs, learn about, exclusive deals and non-exclusive deals and exclusive like just learn the business before you really get into this shit, because there's a lot that comes with it. And I was very blessed at a young age. Honestly, I was fortunate to have my father as my first manager for like 3.5 years. So I wasn't getting like beat over the head crazy. I wasn't getting like robbed at a young age. Like, I was fully involved in my artistry. Obviously, I wasn't the one spending the money, but I was, getting the things I needed, like a website. I was introduced to photo shoots at a very young age. I was introduced to wardrobe at a very young age. I was even taught how to count bars at a very
Mhm.
young age, like, in the studio on a bar meter. So like a lot of these things, a lot of these artists wouldn't even know about. So I've been blessed to
Hmm.
have those, skills. I've been blessed to go to acting school, to have acting coaches. I've been blessed to have people who worked with, the Spike Lees and, Shakita L. Smith, the one I was mentioning, or she actually took a course with Issa Rae. So I'm
Mhm.
blessed to just be around people that are like around these people. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, like I said, don't follow me. Like, honestly speaking, follow your dreams for real. Like, follow your dreams.
Well, the reason why I said versus, because if y'all watch the show, I normally say how do you want to go out, and the reason why I didn't say that this time is because when he goes out today, he's gonna do me a solid. I want to hear the poetry now. I'm gonna let you spit poetry on your way out. So how you
Nice.
want to go out, bro?
Uh, yeah, we could spit the poetry. You want me to spit it or you want to play it off the
You
outlet?
Want you?
you gonna split?
Oh,
You gonna
me.
spit it?
Oh, heard you. So, all right. So, in lieu of Women's History Month, this is a joint I wrote called Miss Instagram, and it go like this. She was hot and tight. We love the strip club. Ass so fat, heard it clapping, so it does. Skin like a Nestle bar. Her hair like Brillo. Too bad we only love you on pillows. And it's a fact. If we know you do good, we do anything just to make you know good. We slut you out. We call you out your name. We say you're smart, but then we dumb your brain. You see, we put an inbox up in your inbox just to get inbox. Girl, stop giving us tissue. You see, he got in your head the same head you gave him. So why would you think child support is the issue?
Mm.
I mean, you gyrated just to boost an image. You ass pump it, then you die in clinics. South Africa, Great Britain it. If you're on Instagram, Master Suit, hitting it, hitting it, hitting it. Look, why would you always violate the good girls? They may make a track she ain't loyal. Knowing damn well when we Iraq, we ain't just going there for oil. You see, Sarah Bartman was a circus, and every animal had a free fill. It sort of reminds me of the strip club. I saw a dead president get a tip drill. R.I.P. R.I.P. the Hottentot Venus, aka Sarah Bartman, who was a circus clown back in the late 1800s. She was taken from Africa and toured around like a circus clown all over Europe. She had an amazing body, which we would call like a bad bee today. And unfortunately, she died of like I think syphilis or chlamydia, from all the rapings and all the things they did to her. And that's kind of where like how they got the design idea for those big ass dresses that the white women were wearing back in the day because of Sarah's, behind, and she was just, mutilated and just tortured and mentally and psychologically abused. So I wanted to write something that kind of uplifted at the same time, talked about her story. Because a lot of people don't know about it. I was exposed to it, like I said, when I was coming into knowledge of self, getting introduced to a documentary on her life. And, I was inspired, when I was 18, 19 to write about it. So, yeah, I mean,
For the people,
I named,
for
yeah,
people who don't know about it, it's that whole Kim Kardashian when she had that whole what was it, Vogue? I don't remember what
me
cover it
neither.
was.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah,
cover it was, that's what she was emulating.
right,
But what the lady she was made a mockery of. Like they was telling
yes,
her her butt was too big, this, that, and the third. It was disgusting,
right,
this, that, and the third. But
right.
it's all good when it's them and not us.
Oh, yeah, exactly. What did that rapper say the other day? And then they was making fun of him with his girl. He was like, "It's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I
Hmm.
do it."
Hmm.
Yo,
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 shout out to my brother Al on iAccess Radio. We're gonna definitely have some news coming this summer between iAccess and the Evening Rush. It's gonna be phenomenal, so make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Um, it was a pleasure, bro, having you on. Truthfully, like, you know what I mean? I don't get that whole mushy shit, so you already know how that go. But I definitely
Ron
want
is
to
a
say,
cancer and it's very
nah,
emotional. He
we can
he
get the
get
mushy
mushy
shit,
mushy. He
no,
man.
no,
always
I
get him
don't.
time.
I
I don't know
You
mean,
know
why he
me.
be acting
I
like
don't
he
do all
don't.
of that. I don't do
I
all
know
that
we
mushy
gotta,
shit. But
I
I
know we
just
gotta
want to
end
say it
the
was
show.
definitely an honor.
Yeah, I know we gotta end the show really quick, but I just want to say, what I mean? A part of me, wishes, on a personal level that I reached out to you more. I know you was going through a lot and still are going through a lot with, your personal life situation. I remember the first time you told me years back what was happening and, what I mean, to still know that you're going through it, what I mean, my heart prayers goes out to your family. You're a strong man
Thank you,
for
bro.
you still weathering the storm, doing what you got to do. And what I mean, I'm little bro compared to you. You big bro. So to see you still have all of these things going on, still pursuing your dreams, still being a father, still being a provider, still being everything that you possibly can to your family when certain things are in balance and you still are going through it. That says a lot. So for all the men that's watching this, what I mean, it's okay to lean on the bros every once in a while for a hug
That's
or for just going out and just, maybe bowling or something like that to take your mind off of what's really happening.
Dawn
So,
just want to have a
you know
drink
what I
and
mean?
I
cigar.
appreciate it, bro.
You know what I mean? So just salute to you, Don, for really, you know what I
Nah,
mean,
thank you, bro.
being
I
a
definitely
stand-up man.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Rainbow, how you want to go out tonight?
I just want to say, like I say every day, every Wednesday, I just want to thank Distinguished the God for blessing us with his presence.
Appreciate you.
Dawn, I guess I want to thank you for being here too, I guess. Let me stop. Let's stop.
Yo,
I couldn't do this without you, bro. But yes, I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. I want to thank everybody for being in the comments. I want to say thank y'all. God bless and good night.
Okay. Before I go out, I always, want to shout out 1,000,001 people. Tonight I ain't doing it. Shout out to everybody that do pay attention, do have been watching. I definitely do got to shout out DJ Don Doodle, who's now not only on the Evening Rush Network, he is now on WLEO 26.7 with my boy out in Baltimore. You know what I mean? So definitely got to big him up. Shout out to DJ Sue Young right now, who is rocking out at an MTA party right now. She had to fly in. She's flying back out though. She'll be in Clubhouse this weekend. Pretty much like, yo, I definitely want to thank everybody that's been supporting and tuning in with us, and we definitely appreciate the love because we've definitely been getting it. Shout out to Jay Relentless last night. I saw that man on stage, knock it down. You missed his show. And he said to remind
yo,
you that
Rainbow
he tell
Face
you
is
about
priceless.
because he told her about it and she
priceless.
missed his show. But he knocked it down last night. I was with him, Zay, and
Dawn didn't remind me again.
Listen, he reminded you. But once
again,
I need everybody. I need everybody. EveningRushNetwork.com. Tune in Saturday. Yeah. All about the lyrics. Listen to me. This hasn't been done in a while. If you watch Unplugged back in the days, it's so similar to that. We're letting artists perform. LaQuasia will be interviewing them, breaking down the lyrics to their songs. It's going to be amazing. And all you got to do is be in your home and just watch. So you're getting a free performance. And we're going to be doing this consistently. Dot Vera is next. Shout out to Dot V over there. That's our family, bro. So we got a lot of big things coming on. And I definitely want to thank everybody for tuning in. You know what I mean? So on that note, I'll catch y'all all next week. You already know what it is. It's the Evening Rush. We appreciate you. We're going out with my boy Fresh as always.
Oh, he done left us.
My nephew told me I'm a king and the crown fitted. You can catch me